All right, folks, welcome. We are live from LA with sports director Dan Booth and also reporter Alyssa Lyons. They are live in LA at the Los Angeles Convention Center. Guys, we know you all have had a ton of fun today. We've been kind of taking y'all's live hits throughout newscasts earlier in the day. How is it out there? How's the fandom going?
Well, thank you, Riley, and I hope that everyone out there, both on our newscasts and in our digital platforms, are having fun, at our expense. We're putting our heart and soul out here, playing a lot of these games inside the convention center, and it's a lot of fun. I think the rivalry is always great, having the opportunity to get out here, seeing some of the young fans we had a chance to speak to, and it's just been so much fun being a part of this.
Yeah, I know right now things are kind of calm because people are still getting into town, maybe getting off of work. It's Friday night, but we did have a lot of fun at the expense that we've had in the sense that there's been nobody here. So we've been able to get in the front line of everything, which has been really, really fun. Some of these competitions that we did, I don't think it started off as a really strong rivalry, and then it really got into it by the second game. What was your favorite so far?
Man, you know what? I think the football toss into the tires was a lot of fun, but there was something about the 40. There was something about that was really fun.
The 40 was so much fun to watch.
Because I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do this because there's literally no traction at the bottom of my sneakers. And I was like, I don't even remember the last time I even ran a 40. And I was like, you know what, I'm just going to keep going. All I thought about was put one foot in front of the other, one foot in front of the other, don't fall. Because every time I put one leg up, I was like, this could be the end. This really could be it for Alyssa Lyons.
And slipping at the beginning of it too, and I am wearing my running shoes.
You recovered well though, Dan.
The beginning is still funny, but listen, all those years of cross country and stealing bases during baseball and everything else, and
I don't really know if anybody saw, but Dan decked the little metal thing at the end of the 40.
I know that.
He absolutely
I remember you mentioning that, and we kind of had a blocked view. We couldn't see all the way behind the finish line, but we're glad you're okay too, Dan. It sounded like you took out something there.
Well, you know what? It's heart and soul in this game. That's what this is. It's funny because if it wasn't for that guardrail right there, I definitely would have just kept running. And there's some little, some food area behind there. I might have gotten myself a hot dog or something. Who knows? After such a competitive day. But yeah. I think the last one, we are currently tied 2-2 in the series, and we have one more left, which we'll get to in a second. But the last one that we have done currently was the obstacle course, and Alyssa, it was truly an experience.
We could call it that. We could really call this an experience, or we could just call it how did this even happen? I was doing the tightrope, and then I just ate it. I completely ate it, but I don't know if you guys saw it. My phone went flying, my microphone went flying, so you probably couldn't hear me. But the best thing about this is I knew when I took that final fall and I just launched the football behind me. I was like, this better go in and better all be worth it. And it did. It went in. I was like, that's all I care about. Did it go in? Did I win? And I did.
It's all for the love of the game. And I think, it was just a lot of fun being in this environment again today. And, once again, some of the kids we had a chance to speak to as well. And just, we have one more event that we're going to do, which is going to be live during the 7 o'clock show. And we're going to continue to post everything along on digital and everything else along the lines. We're going to go back and do the tire toss one more time to settle the score because we are currently tied 2-2 apiece. And it's going to be a lot of fun to get this last one in.
I think, you know what? We just I got to take a break and just stay vertical for a little bit, and just be in one spot because...
And I know you want some redemption in the tire toss, Alyssa. I know you want some redemption in that because...
I do! I want the redemption. The thing is I shouldn't have practiced.
That's like taking a practice swing in golf. Sometimes you use your good one in the practice.
Yeah.
Exactly, or warm-ups during basketball or, hitting in the cage in baseball. And I played baseball my whole life, and, I had a shoulder surgery a while back, and I'm happy that my arm is still functioning, which is great. And, it's just, like I said, it's just so much fun.
I think it was Tiger Woods this past Masters. He was like, yeah, I took three shots for the practice. I didn't really practice, my drive, and I was like, all right, that's what I'm going to take into the next one. Just I'm not even going to practice. You can practice. I'm not practicing.
There you go. If you're feeling it, you're feeling it. You just got to go with it.
Yeah.
But I know when
said
we were
it.
watching y'all out there today, it really didn't look like there was necessarily a ton of people out there. Is this the media day, or is it kind of still open to everybody? You think it's just a travel day for a lot of the fans that they're just not in LA just yet?
You know, I actually reached out to a couple of fans that were actually coming from Augusta. A lot of them are not getting there till tomorrow. I think a lot of people wanted to use that first day as maybe a sightseeing day if they could, because it's LA. There's a lot of things that you need to see. I know we saw the Hollywood sign as we were coming around the bend into the convention center.
Oh, cool.
It's also Friday. It's actually, what time is it here? It's like 3 o'clock here. So
still afternoon
I
time.
switched mine back to Atlanta time so I wouldn't get crazy. But you know, people are still working. I think the weekend is just beginning for a lot of folks, so maybe we'll see them kind of roll in. The team arrived not too long ago. We also know that the bands and everything else is going to be a little bit later on for the rest of the weekend. So I think maybe fans are just holding out for those kind of experiences as well.
You know, and it's funny because we were talking about it with Gary a little while ago. We really, you know, I think we lucked out a little bit by there not being a lot of people here right now, because we're able to just go to the front of the line, or close to the front of the line of all these events, and be able to just have this fun, right? I think that's part of it. And you know, I feel like when you look at a lot of these events that are taking place, especially because there's even more events that are going to happen in this convention center over the next couple of days. And, you know, Alyssa just mentioned the Bulldogs came in tonight, probably just landed a little while ago. So we're going to be talking about that later on as well. And Media Day is tomorrow. So we're going to be able to speak with the Dawgs and everybody, maybe potentially TCU as well, and all these different people, meet up with some family members that we've been in contact with. And it's going to be a lot of fun to continue this as time goes on, because they're just so much fun. And as you can see, more people are having fun right behind us, continuing the obstacle course. So it's just, there's so many fun events going on right now, and it's just going to continue to carry all the way up to the national championship.
And do you think it's a lot of fans that are out there currently, or do you think it's people that actually live in LA that may have just heard about it, wanted to bring the kids to it and have some fun?
Yeah, honestly, Riley, a lot of them were from LA. A lot of Dawgs fans here in Inglewood, California, which I don't know. I was kind of shocked that there were so many Dawgs fans just here in this neck of the woods, you know, because it is so far away. But honestly, it was a lot of grandkids that were coming out, maybe uncles having the day off that wanted to take their kids. But a lot more of those LA people wanted to come out and just experience it, because it is in their hometown and in their backyard. So, you know, maybe it's good that they got it in today before everybody else starts to roll in from Texas and Georgia.
Exactly. And Riley, you know, we're going to see you in just a little while during the 7 o'clock news, because like I said, we're going to go back over to the tire toss. We're going to have one more crack at it to settle this 2-2 tie, and then we're just going to continue this amazing coverage throughout during our newscast as well later on tonight and tomorrow morning and over the next few days, and then also on all of our digital platforms just like this, on all of our streaming apps, our website, Facebook, YouTube, you name it, it's all going to be there, and everybody can see us go crazy and have a good time out here and continue to usher in the new year for the Georgia Bulldogs, and hope that they can walk away with their second national championship in as many years. But for now, Riley, we're going to have to get over there and start getting things ready to go for the 7, so we're going to catch up with you in just a few minutes when we see you during the 7 o'clock news.
Sounds good, guys. Y'all are killing it out there. Love watching y'all out there, so continue to have fun, and we'll see you coming up here in just a few minutes.